And welcome back into Alta High School as we get ready to kick this one off. Alta in the blackout and Woods Cross in the white and blue.
Number 12, Shaden Garrett.
The environment out here is already starting to get rowdy. The Alta student section's excited, ready to get this kicked off, give some energy to this home team, and we're off.
A nice kick. That one will sail out of bounds, and that will get our first look at this triple option we'll be seeing all night. Bradley Benson, as you talked about pregame, very well-respected coach, has been running this option for a long time, and expect a bruising performance from Woods Cross.
Yeah, you're going to see Shaden Garrett obviously is going to be featured heavily with 3 rushing touchdowns already on the season. Not going to see much passing the ball, as we've kind of discussed. They've only got 410 passing yards for their starting quarterback, and you're going to see a heavy dose of dive option football coming up.
An early flag, a false start, and this is some of the issues you'll see with the triple option. Very complicated for both the offense and the defense. If you can run it well, you know, you can catch the defense off guard, but it also leads to a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, a lot of it right now is more that they're just trying to fire off the ball, right? Like, part of being successful with the triple option is getting off the ball extremely fast, right? And you're seeing that right out of the gate here. A little excited. Quick offsides jump for Woods Cross.
Big name to circle in this game, number 32, the dive back in this flexbone formation, Viliami Tapa Atotai. 8 touchdowns on the year, 134 carries. As we see him there, get about 1 or 2 yards.
And again, they are going to beat you by attrition. That is what Coach Benson's teams are built on, being physical, taking what's given to them, right? 2 yards, 3 yards, and a cloud of dust, and next thing you know, they're breaking a big one, right? Great stop by the Hawks to start here, but the biggest thing for Alta is going to be staying disciplined, watching your read keys, right? Know your job, do your job, is my coach Sean Howe used to say back in college.
Simpson takes the snap, drops back, throwing the ball, and he's got his first completion of the game, 41st completion of the year, as he finds number 2,
Eli Bodell. What a corner route, right? You've got a flat route coming out of the bottom, and then you got the corner route by Bodell. Bodell is a huge receiver at 6'3", 170, and he skies up and gets a big catch for Woods Cross. Catches Alta a little bit off guard, right? Nobody's expecting him to throw the ball. I think he's only thrown the ball, 44 times on the season, and he just drops one off there for a nice 20-yard gain.
Simpson hands it to the dive back. Tapa Atotai gets about 2 yards on that carry.
Again, there it is, right? You're going to hear this a lot from us tonight. You're going to get this dive read option, right? They're going to read. It'll probably be, and I'll watch closer on this next one, but it'll probably be reading that 1 technique or 3 technique. What that means is either in between the center and guard or guard and tackle. They're going to read that man. If he dives down, they're going to go out and run a pitch option off the side. And if he stretches, they're going to give the dive.
Once again to the dive back, and he fights his way past the first down marker, as Tapa Atotai once again shows his strength running through on that dive back roll.
You can see why they keep feeding Tapa Atotai and why he's been that guy for them all year, right? He's just a big back, and he's a bruiser to take down, and you're seeing that early here.
1st and 10 for Woods Cross, threatening to get on the opposite side of the 50. Simpson takes snap, hands it off once again to Tapa Atotai, another 4 or 5 yards on that carry.
And we're going to see this all night, right? If Alta can't stop the dive game, right, they will never leave it, right? There's nothing that has to be flashy about this offense. They want to take what is given to them. They'll wear you out. They'll run the clock down. And if you never get a touch of football, it's really hard to win football games. As we've seen, they've already run 3 minutes off this clock here in the first quarter.
It'll be 2nd and medium once again to Tapa Ototai to the far side as he'll get brought down for only about a 1-yard gain. And as we've been talking about, Tapa Ototai is such a beast. 5A second team last year, and his career stats rushing 404 carries for 2,400 yards, averaging about 134 yards a game and 31 touchdowns as he's gotten most of his snaps in his junior and senior year.
Just keep feeding the beast, right? Great job, though, by Michael Lamb to get downhill there to get the nice stop here to force a third down.
Throws it to the far side option, and he shows off some speed. Right there, that was Tayon Hallsback.
Yeah, this is a staple of the triple option, right? You've got rocket toss is what they call it, right? But essentially, you're bringing your wing back on that motion. Once he gets to the peak right there in the backfield, you're going to snap the ball and you're going to pitch it out wide to him. And because he's up to full speed by that point, rocket toss, he's got the corner. And be ready. They will spin around and they'll give the dive off of that as well.
First down for Woods Cross as they get to the 38-yard line of Alta. Simpson hands it off to the dive back. And once again, Tapa Ototai, another 2 yards.
And as we say that, there's the pitch or the fake on the toss and the quick underhand right there to Tapa Ototai. Again, you're not going to get too flashy here, right? They are going to get downhill, and Tapa Ototai is going to get a lot of touches tonight.
Got a flag as I believe it may be encroachment. We'll see who moved first. It will be a false start. Great eyes from our cameraman. And that will back up Woods Cross 5 yards.
The crazy thing about like these situations with these triple option offenses, right? You don't freak out, right? You're early in the game. You're not playing comeback ball. You stick to what you do, right? They're inside the 40-yard line. They're going to hold true to what they do best, right? Get downhill. We're going to chew you up and spit you back out.
7:40 to go in this first quarter. Simpson takes the snap, drops back, throwing deep as there's a 50-50 ball that's broken up nicely by Woods Cross.
Looks like we had number 16 for Alta. It's kind of hard to see those numbers. Hard to see those numbers from up here, but it looked like it was Jack. No, it was not Jack McAllister. Looks like number...
I didn't get it.
Look like might have been Bear Turner, number 15. Does a great job staying on Tayon Halbash as he brought him on a kind of a wheel route out of the backfield. And like you said, 50-50 ball goes up and snags the PBU there.
3rd and long for Woods Cross. Simpson with the snap, throws it on that little rocket toss, and nothing there as Alta seals that edge and will force the punt.
You're going to see Malachi Lamb, number 27, from his safety spot. He reads, he reads that pitch right out of the gate. He comes flying up and just absolutely lights up the Woods Cross runner in Shaden Garrett. And they do a great job there. It's, shutting them down. It's a bend, don't break mentality right here, right? Stop them, get the ball back, and now it's time to go score.
That'll bring up Woods Cross to punt off of the great defensive plays off of that last possession. A nice punt that will be fielded, no fair catch. And a nice move to get upfield, make a man miss, and he'll get to about the 29-yard line with 6:36 to go. And we talk about that one possession from Woods Cross takes almost half the quarter.
Yeah, it's so imperative if you're Alta here that when you get to touch the ball, you're scoring, right? You're not going to get a lot of possessions because Woods Cross isn't going to let you, right? So when you get on the field, you got to take advantage of it.
So this will bring out Alta's offense. Tucker Brown out there at QB. Great completion percentage, almost 70% on the year, but struggling with the interception. 7 touchdowns, 6 picks thus far.
Now the quarterback, number 2.
Tucker's one of those kids, right? He's dynamic. He's
Number 21.
got that playmaker mentality, right? You're gonna love it. You're gonna hate it. He's a coach's dream, though. He's got a big arm. He's a great athlete. That ball goes up in the air. Sometimes you're going to be going, no, 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 yes, right? It's just one of those situations, but he's a dynamic quarterback and really can be huge for you.
Nice run on first down, brings up 2nd and medium. A quick throw to the near side. That one caught some nice moves to get the first down.
That's going to be Bear Strong. You're going to see a lot of him tonight. He's usually wearing number 4. We talked to mom and dad. Sounds like the jersey disappeared, but it's all good. He's ready to rock and roll. Doesn't matter what number it is. He's going to get the ball, and he's going to get yards with it. Great job there. They're going to put him in motion a lot. They're going to hit him on those spot screens. Really, really good athlete.
Talk about Bear Strong, 50 receptions for 565 yards coming into this game.
I'll make it 51 and 575, right?
Correct. First down run, not much there.
Really stout defensive line here with the Woods Cross defense. You can see it, right? You got big number 52, and I'm trying to fiddle through my paperwork here, and it's not going.
Brody
well for me,
Rogers.
guys. Yeah, you got Brody Rogers up front, as well as Tuyak. I'm sorry, brother. I'm not going to get that one. I apologize. But they do a stout job.
2nd and 9. Pass thrown from the back of the pocket, and a nice play by Tayon Hallsback to break that up as he was stride for stride with the intended receiver.
Well, you can see that Halbash is going to be playing both sides of the ball. Does a great job just sticking side by side with Evan Morton as he goes screaming down the field. They had a chance at him. That ball just didn't have enough air under it. And Halbash is able to stay with him step for step.
Bring up 3rd and long for Tucker Brown. 3 receivers to the far side of your screen. Brown takes a snap, looking far side. Steps up in the pocket, decides to run quickly. Tries to throw it, I believe, to his running back. But just not on the same page there.
Yeah, it's one of those moments, right, as a coach where, again, we talked about that playmaker mentality, right? He's dynamic. He's so shifty. He's athletic, right? That's one of those moments where you can tuck the ball and just go, right? You've got space. Take what's given, right? Go get that first down. But, again, it's those times where you let him be who he is. That ball ends up in the quarterback's or the running back's hand. That's first down sometimes.
Alta punts this one off. Fair catch called. As that one, Tavion Hallsback, or Bosch, forgive me, out there to receive. So this will be our second chance to see this Woods Cross offense. 5:10 on the clock as Alta's possession took about a minute. We're looking at possibly another 6-minute offense for Woods Cross.
It's really important when you're playing triple option teams that you're able to sustain your drives, right? Your defense is going to get worn out, right? This is exactly what Woods Cross wants. Oh, we ate up a bunch of clock. You guys went, just over 3 and out, and now we got the ball back, and we're going to wear your defense out again. This fits right into their formula.
Simpson takes the snap, dropping back to throwing deep a little bit too high, and Hallsbash.
You got a late penalty.
He will get it. I believe it will be a hold, as I saw the jersey tug from here.
Just a little bit of a tug from up here. You didn't see the jersey stretch much, did you see it, Gavin?
You didn't see enough, but you saw. You would see Tavion Hallback. Hands in the air. Hallbosh, forgive me. I'll get that right tonight. Throwing his hands up in the air. It's hard to ignore that as the referee.
Great 15 yards right out of the gate here for Woods Cross on this drive. And they haven't shied away from the pass game, right? Got 3 or 4 attempts right out of the gate here, and a nice 15-yard gain on the penalty.
Simpson takes it. Quarterback, option as he decides to take that one and run. Forgive me as I'm forgetting the terminology. A nice 5-yard run on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, it's great here, right? We've talked about this. Tapatoyai, right? He's going to be the dive back over and over and over again. And you're going to see that defensive lineman crashed down on top of Toyai. He immediately is going to pull the ball. And once they went to the pitch man, Simpson takes it, and he is not afraid of contact, folks.
It'll bring up 2nd and medium on that run from Simpson. Takes a snap, has it once again, will keep it again. And he'll get about 3 yards as first contact as he's hit by Bennett Coaster. 60 tackles on the year for the Hawks.
Yeah, Coaster did a great job, right? Simpson had a chance to pitch that one, decides to keep it. Coaster then comes in and just does a great job with the open field tackle. They had 3 Hawks around him, just sank right in and was able to just tie him up there.
We'll bring up 3rd and short, 3:55 to go. They'll hand it to Tapa Atotai as he fights for the first down, and it will be close to see if he got that. Alta thinks they stopped him, and from the spot of the referees, it looks like they did.
Yeah, Alta did a great job at crashing down. Tapa Atotai keeps just shifting and bouncing along that defensive front, and they just kept wrapping him up, eventually brought him down there. But again, you're 1 yard here. This is go for it territory for Woods Cross.
4th and less than a yard.
Cole Albrecht, the senior or the senior captain, is screaming from the sideline trying to help his defense.
Tapa Atotai will get it and the first down, converting on that conversion, or will convert on that 4th down. And with the stud like Tapa Atotai, you don't expect to punt from 4th and short very often.
Absolutely not. That is an automatic go, and you can see why, right? And they extend the drive. They've already run about 2 minutes off the clock on this drive, and frankly, they just want to own the clock. Own the clock, score points.
Simpson takes the snap, hands it off to Tapa Atotai. Far side of your screen, he's got some blockers and a little bit of room. He'll get about 10 yards to that far side. We'll see where he's spotted, maybe just short of the line to gain. No, they will move the chains.
Yeah, right. They go with kind of the dive look, and then Tapa Atotai, they just washed everything down for him, and he bounced it outside. He's got an awesome lane to that corner there for a nice 11-yard gain. So far, this Woods Cross offensive line has done a great job at getting movement, and you're seeing 4 or 5 yards with the occasional 8 to 10 already from this Woods Cross offense.
Simpson takes a snap, keeps it, and he'll be brought down, I believe, for a minuscule loss, not quite a yard.
Yeah, Steven Tua is right there off the option play for Simpson and does a great job at just locking him down, not giving him anywhere to go, and got a great 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Woods Cross 4-2 on the year with a big win over Westlake. Simpson drops back to pass, throwing as he finds his man. If he hauled that in, and I believe he did, pass caught by Shaden Garrett.
You gotta love it. It's play action football. Simpson gets back and then hits Garrett right over the mid, or right down the middle with that seam route. The pass plays have been really well timed for this Woods Cross offense. You're seeing everything out of this, everything that Coach Benson and his team have right out of the gate.
1:20 to go in the quarter. Hands it off to Tapa Atotai. He'll get about 5 yards on that carry.
This is the hard thing with triple option as a defense, right? You just start getting worn down, and then they go over the top on you, and then they go right back to the ground game, right? And it's just, you have to be so disciplined. You have to be so in shape. It goes against so many traditional norms that you're seeing, but if you can be really good at it, it makes you better.
Smash mouth football here tonight as Tapa Atotai once again, as he'll get that ball to the 3, he'll bring up 3rd and goal.
It was really interesting. I was listening to an interview a couple weeks ago or a week ago with Bronco Mendenhall after they played Air Force, right? And they talked about loving playing Air Force so early on in the season. One, because you don't get into the rest of your game plans too often. But the other part is that it teaches you so many discipline things that are so great for the rest of your season. You know, it's beneficial to play so early.
Simpson hands it off to Tapa Ototai, and Tapa Ototai will get his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and open the scoring for us here tonight.
Yeah, this big Woods Cross offensive line, they ran the ball right there, right behind Big Kerry Brown on the left side, open up the hole, and Tapa Ototai is essentially able to just walk into the end zone there.
And that will bring up Jack McAllister to kick the extra point. Or forgive me, Mason Allred. As I looked at the wrong side of my roster, forgive me, folks, is scoring early 7-0. We'll be back after this.
Have you ever wanted to get $2,000 more for your trade-in? Well, now you can with the power of 3. 1. Go to kbb.com or kellybluebook.com. 2. Put your VIN number and your miles in and get the value on your vehicle. And 3. Get into Generous Auto in the Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, where we're giving you $2,000 more than KBB for your trade-in. GenerousAuto.com, Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, creating smiles for miles.
Welcome back in to Alta High School. Gavin Atkinson here with you alongside Braden Peterson as Woods Cross opens up the scoring 7-0 off of the back of Tapa Ototai, and 11 minutes of possession for Woods Cross in this first quarter, as we have 4 seconds left of this first quarter. So we'll kick this ball off and run a play and then have once again another break.
Yeah, we talked about this right out of the gate, right? They want to control the clock and then force Alta to feel like they got to stretch, right? If you're Alta, sustained drives are key here, right? Let your defense rest, let yourself recover.
Ball will be fielded as he takes it from far side, near side, and he'll be brought down with 1 or 2 guys to beat.
Simon War made a great play there as
Trevin Fabrizio.
Yeah, Trevin Fabrizio came cruising across. If War doesn't get to him there, Fabrizio had space.
That'll do it for us here in this first quarter. We'll take another quick break and be back after this. Welcome back into Alta High School. A beautiful shot from our cameraman Doug right there. His sun just beginning to set.
I'm telling you, folks, best view in Utah high school football right here. Sandy, Utah, Alta High School.
Alta getting their chance to answer as they'll start from the 30-yard line. They'll hand it off quickly. Some nice moves made.
Yeah, I love this. I love this out of Alta right out of the gate. Looks like they go counter right out to start. The interesting thing you'll see here is they put Bear Strong at that kind of that H-back tight end spot. And he's not a very big kid, but it allows them to get really good matchups. And then a great run by number 21. I don't have a number 21 from Alta.
Cortland Cole.
Thank you. That got disappeared off my roster.
Second and medium as he'll get brought down behind the line. A nice play.
Shaden Garrett. Tapa Ototai there, right? Number 32.
Yes, Tapa Ototai there on the tackle.
He's going to go score on offense, and then he's going to just wrap you up and beat you down in the backfield here. And, again, Alta's at a 3rd and long. Got to be able to get to 3rd and short, manageable, to open up the playbook for you.
Snap taken. Tries to get that screen set up, but immediately hit in the backfield, and that will bring on the punting team.
Hayden Thorne blows right by the Alta offensive line and reads that screen beautifully. And Cortland Cole had no space at all to get going there. If you're Alta, you got to take a deep breath right now. Have a conversation specifically with this offense of, hey, what do we need to do to have that desire to go get this one?
This one punted off, won't be returnable. A nice bounce. As that one will die at about the 16-yard line. And will bring up, once again, Woods Cross offense. And we'd like to take this chance to remind you of some of our sponsors. Under the lights and in the heart of our community, tonight's game is brought to you by Alsco Uniforms. Locally owned and operated, proudly serving our hometown for 135 years. From the first whistle to the final play, we keep teams and businesses looking their best. Alsco Uniforms, it pays to keep clean. 10:05 to go in the second quarter.
Gavin, as we sit here and look over, it brings back a lot of memories for me as I'm watching all these kids playing in the north end zone and on the soccer field. Like growing up, we were all over this field playing ball as much as we could. It's kind of fun to bring back these memories.
You gotta love how football brings people together.
Well, that's the best game in the world.
Simpson takes a snap, keeps it, pitches it off to the far side.
Yeah, great little option play there as they get the ball out to Shaden Garrett on the option play. You know, definitely looked like we had a little bit of early action on that far side of the screen. But part of that is just knowing your snap count and being really good at jumping it, right? And that's what these teams do that run the triple option. They know their count and they get off the ball fast to be able to get an advantage.
Second and short. Simpson takes a snap, pitch play, options it out to the near side. Tapa Atotai fights for some extra yards, and he will get the first down.
Yeah, Bear Turner's there, right? And Tapa Atotai gets through the arm tackle there and is able to fall forward for the first down. Alta, when you're in position, you're going to take advantage of those things, right? And that's going to be the name of this game. Can you execute at a high level? And when opportunities are given to you, Alta, to get the stop, can you get them?
First down for Woods Cross. Simpson with the snap, pitches it out quickly. And getting to the far side is Tayon Halsbosch.
We get that rocket toss there, and you got the lead block by Brody Rogers. He comes out and absolutely annihilates the corner and just puts him square on his back. And then he's met by the safety at Alta, who absolutely just rocks Tayon Halsbosch. Now, he rocks him after he gets 7 yards, so I think Tayon's okay with that.
It'll bring up second and medium, about 5 yards. 8:10 to go in the second quarter. Simpson takes a snap, keeps it, pitches it out. Trying to reverse to the far side of the field is Shaden Garrett, and he'll be brought down. Nice open field tackle.
Great open field tackle by Bennett Coaster there, right? They get to the option play, and it looked like Garrett had the edge, tried to cut back, and Coaster just sinks the hips, attacks the near hip, and then just wraps him up and takes him down. Great play.
We do have an injury on the field, so we will take a quick break and be back after this.
I'd like to take a moment to thank a few more of our sponsors.
Have you ever wanted to get $2,000 more for your trade-in? Well, now you can with the power of 3. 1. Go to kbb.com or kellybluebook.com. 2. Put your VIN number and your miles in and get the value on your vehicle. And 3. Get into Generous Auto in the Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, where we're giving you $2,000 more than KBB for your trade-in. GenerousAuto.com, Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, creating smiles for miles.
Welcome back in to Alta High School. 7:48 to go in this second quarter as we take a quick break to thank some of our sponsors here at KSL. From the first dates to celebrations, Carver's Steak and Seafood sets the table for life's best moments. Prime steaks, fresh seafood, and service that makes you feel like family. Locally owned in Sandy, Carver's Steak and Seafood. Bear Turner, the injured Hawk, able to walk off the field.
Your camera guy, Doug, goes to Carver's every Valentine's Day.
We like to thank Doug for his
glowing endorsement right there. Doug, when we get a chance, I want to ask you what your favorite thing at Carver's is when we can.
snap taken. Tapa Atotai will get the first down and some more as Woods Cross converts another third down.
Yeah, you see Simpson there. He kind of wheels out, and as he wheels out, he just flips the hand right around and gives it to Tapa Atotai, and he just takes it right up the middle. This Woods Cross offensive line does a great job at creating creases inside of this offense. You know, it's one of these things. I coach with some guys that were Brody Benson disciples, and I'll get to this on the next play. But they think of this triple option as like poetry in motion.
You can see why, as it is so difficult but beautiful. Handoff to the dive back is Tapa Atotai. He'll get 2 yards, but immediately be brought down.
Liam Rowley is right there to tie him up. Woods Cross was pulling Big Terry Brown. He came across, and Rowley's able to just kind of slip this block by Brown and wrap up Tapa Atotai. If you're Alta, giving up 2 yards is about as much as you want to give up on a play.
It'll be 2nd and 8, 6:30 to go in this half. Simpson takes the snap. May have been a false start on the near side. Throwing deep. That ball a little underthrown. A flag will fly in against Alta's. That ball underthrown and almost baited the pass interference.
Yeah, a really late throw. We talked about this really early on in the season, right? As receivers, if the ball is underthrown, you got to get back to it, right? You got to get back to it because of these moments right here, right? Alta's DB isn't really making much of a play on the ball. He's just trying his best to, but he gets a lot of the body instead of getting the ball. And at that point, that flag is going to come in, right? And they're going to bait you right into it. Again, we're seeing another 15-yard gain from this Woods Cross offense on a penalty.
It'll bring up another first down for Woods Cross as they'll get across to the far side of the other side of the 50. Simpson takes the snap, keeps it, pitches it out. Garrett makes a man miss. Brought down after the juke move, and he'll get about 1 yard shy of the first down.
You're seeing Coach Burdett get pretty upset from up here, and I can only imagine why as his DB gets held as that play comes around to the outside. You can tell, and I can't read his mind, but I can have a guess from up top at why he's frustrated, right? But again, it's another 8 yards on a run play, and it does wear you down.
Possibly a little bit of frustration as on that pass interference play, we did believe we saw a false start that wasn't called. As that one pitched out quickly to Halsbosch. I believe he will get the first down.
Yeah, they go right back to Halsbosch. And off of what I had here, yeah, it looks like it was Malachi Lamb again coming up. I mean, he does a great job. He stops him at 3 yards. Problem is your sticks are right there, and they get another first down. One thing to mention, the reason that false start wasn't called is because as he shifts backwards, he's allowed to go backwards as long as he gets set again. He got set. They're going to let him play.
Great analysis there, Braden. Thank you. First down. Keeps it, pitches it out. Halsbosch. Nice juke move as he'll get brought down at the 20. Juke the man out of his shoes.
Yep, they do a great job. Halsbosch, he kind of bends back in to put himself in position for Simpson to be able to pitch the ball. So they look at the dive. Dive's not there. It's a quick turnout, and that pitch comes right out to Halsbosch, and he's right up the sideline.
Another injury down on the field. We'll take a break. Welcome back into Alta High School. Woods Cross threatening to score once again with 4:25 to go. Simpson pitches it far side. A stiff arm from number 21, Wyatt Hunter.
Wyatt Hunter with a great run there. They go back to the same play they ran to Tayon Halbash on the last play. Just flipped it, went to the east side of the field here. They bring him in, they fake the dive, and then they pitch out quick on the option and gets him to the edge really, really fast. The hardest part about this, right, is that Alta has to have a guy for the pitch man as well as the quarterback. And so depending on that, if you don't get your pitch man out there, quarterback can get it out, and they've got the edge fast.
Second and medium. Once again, Simpson hands it off to dive back. A little bit of room, fighting, and he'll be tackled just short of the goal line.
Handoff to number 32 up the middle.
I love it from big number 79 at Woods Cross, Broderick Lee. After that run, you just see the arms go up. He looks back at Coach Benson like, look at us, Coach. And they are. They have been a machine up front, just moving bodies. Tapa Totai, Garrett, Hunter, Halbash, everybody.
First and goal. Hands it off to Tapa Atotai. He'll get stuffed for about, I believe, a 1 yard gain.
Handoff number 32 off the left hand.
It'll bring them up to second and goal from the 3. Or forgive me, it looks like no gain on the play.
Mason Clark and friends decided that they didn't like the disrespect from the booth and absolutely just muscled down there, broke through the line and attacked the dive play. Great there for a nice no gain.
We'll bring up second and goal, and we'll see if Woods Cross, or forgive me, if Alta can come up with a big stop here with 2:35 to go in the half.
Yeah, this would be huge for Alta to be able to stop them to 3 points here. Really got to muscle down.
Simpson takes it, keeps it, and he tries to spin around into the end zone. He'll be stopped just short.
Another triple option staple, the QB follow, right? They're going to fake that, or they're going to read the dive. If the dive man crashes and takes it, quarterback just follows like a lead blocker right behind him. Really hard to stick with that man at that point, but Alta does a good job there. They don't let Simpson get into the end zone. They're looking like they got about 1.5 yards to 2 yards for pay dirt. The Alta student section's getting loud.
Third and goal. Hands it off, Tapa Atotai. In for his second touchdown of the game, 10th on the season.
Tapa Totai, the first thing I want to say is the Woods Cross offensive line had that whole Alta defense standing straight up. When Tapa Totai hit the line of scrimmage, there was nobody there that was going to be able to bring him down. There was no leverage that was going to be able to bring him down. Just ran right through all the arms of the Alta defenders.
Mason Allred out there to kick this extra point. Kick is up and good. 14-0 will be your score with 1:45 to go in this second quarter. We'll keep it here to remind you of some of our corporate sponsors here at KSL Rewind and Alta Hawks Football. For over 25 years, Tiburon Fine Dining has been one of Utah's premier restaurants. Their award-winning contemporary American cuisine in a warm and friendly setting makes for a perfect night out. Plus, the fall you can enjoy a stroll through the working culinary garden. Make your next special night at Tiburon Fine Dining. Visit them at tiburonfinedining.com. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, Hoof and Vine. Hoof and Vine is a modern American steakhouse with premium cuts of beef, sustainably farmed poultry, and seafood, gluten-free and allergy-friendly options, plus house-made desserts. This is something for everyone. Located on Union Park Avenue in Sandy, it's a perfect place for any occasion. Create an evening to remember at Hoof and Vine. Visit them at hoofandvine.com. Woods Cross will kick this one off, will be returnable. As he takes that one to the far side, will be brought down just shy of the 20.
So there's a common name you're going to see on kickoff coverage for Woods Cross. His name is Sam War, and he looks like he loves flying down the field to make plays. Looks like we got an injury again for the Hawks down here.
We'll take another quick break as the trainers attend to him.
Vine is a modern American steakhouse With premium cuts of beef, sustainably farmed poultry and seafood, plus house-made desserts, there is something for everyone. Create an evening to remember at Hoof and Vine.
Welcome back into Alta High School as Alta looks to try and get some points on the board with the final few minute and seconds of this half. Nice quick throw to the far side of the field.
I'm interested to see what Alta's going to go here. They're going to go 2-minute offense. They immediately go to 5 wide to spread this Woods Cross defense out. And I love it, right? Let's get Tucker Brown involved. Let's get him feeling a rhythm here. They go right to all hitches, finds his receiver on the top side of your screen, and they're off. I love 2-minute offense for the Alta Hawks right now.
1:34 to go in the half. Looking for the crossing route is Tucker Brown. Alta wants a flag.
Alta wants a flag. His number 50 was a little early to contact there. It looks like it was Braden Haas. Little early to the contact on Bear Strong as he came across the middle, but no flag, no penalty. Play on.
Be 2nd and 10, 1:30 to go.
Watch for the draw play out of this 5 wide as well. They've really stretched the defense.
Brown takes the snap. Pressure coming from the backside. Throwing it. That one will be picked off. Woods Cross on the return. That one picked off by number 21, Wyatt Hunter. His 3rd interception of the year.
Yeah, it looked like they had 2 high safeties there. They had a streaking receiver coming down the middle. And Wyatt Hunter just sneaks up as that ball hits up into the air and reads it just like a book. Snags it, picks it up out of the air, and goes 20 yards with it. Great athleticism there. And Woods Cross, if they want, they could go find the end zone again here and really take a commanding 21-0 lead to end the half. Don't be shocked to see them go pass right out of the gate.
1:22 to go as now the clock their enemy if they want to get some points on the board. A slower offense as we've seen them dominate possession throughout this game. Simpson takes the snap, drops back. He's got a man deep. And a touchdown as he finds his receiver, Tayon Halsbosch.
Halsbosch has been all over the field today for this Woods Cross offense. He's catching rocket tosses. He's catching touchdown passes. What a ball from Simpson, though. They've got the corner route from the wing back. And like we said right out of the gate there, don't be shocked if they pass. Yeah, they went 40 yards for a tutty right out of the gate there. What a ball by Simpson.
Jesse Simmons proving that option quarterbacks can't throw the ball. Mason Allred out to kick the extra point.
Simmons, I'm so sorry. I've been calling you Simpson all night. You deserve more respect, young man. What a ball. What a game by this Woods Cross offense. And Coach Benson's got himself a fire squad. They are on all cylinders taking off.
21-0 game with 1:14 to go in the half. Do you know where to buy a new SUV with a 100,000-mile warranty for less than $30,000? Southtown Mitsubishi in Sandy at the Southtown Auto Mall. Shop now at utahmits.com. Get $2,000 trade-in at Generous Auto. Check your vehicle's value on kbb.com. Then bring it to Generous Auto at the Southtown Auto Mall in Sandy for $2,000 over KBB Generous Auto, creating smiles for miles. Once again, we like to thank our corporate sponsors for their sponsorship of Utah high school football, making this possible and bringing this broadcast to you. Woods Cross kicks this one off. This one returnable by the speedy returner. He's got some room to rumble. Only 2 men to beat. He will be brought down. But what a return by Trevin Fabrizio.
Yeah, Trevin Fabrizio just takes off right up the seam here. Alta does a great job on their kickoff return. We've seen them set it up beautifully a few times, and they've just barely missed it. Fabrizio does not miss a beat when he sees the seam there. Breaks through the first arm tackle, and great field position. That is game-changing for this Alta Hawks offense if they can find the end zone here to end the half.
1:05 to go as they got to get this 2-minute offense running but as you mentioned, on opposing side of the 50-yard line. Tucker Brown steps up in the pocket. He'll run out of bounds and get some yards on that carry.
Great job by Tucker Brown. Here's the deal. Young man, you want to score points, protect the ball. You have great feet. Make a quick read. If it's not there, get some yards, get out of bounds, and let's play again. Great play, great decision by number 2. And Alta's got a real good chance of getting down the field here in the next minute.
1 minute to go in this half.
If I'm Alta's offensive coordinator, which I'm not as good as Coach Henderson, one of my favorite OCs actually in the state, such a nice guy, I want to get the ball to the sidelines as quick as possible. I want quick throws, quick reads.
Brown takes the snap. Got time, throws it behind the receiver, and did he catch that? Yes, he did.
Wow.
As that ball brought in for the first down.
Evan Morton has phenomenal hands. He's a great athlete. We haven't seen this 1-2 punch get the ball very much with Morton and Strong. That sounds like a law firm, honestly. Morton and Strong. Fellas, if you want, I'll sell it to you. But they haven't gotten the ball to their attorneys lately, and it's a huge part of their offense.
Brown takes the snap. Pressure coming. He'll take the hit. Almost gets the touchdown throw. Is a fantastic effort as he was trying to find.
It looked like it was Evan Morton again. I can't tell from up here because those numbers are a little dark and there is a glare. But it looked like it was Evan Morton again. I love the way he fought through contact there as that ball went up. Just a little bit outside his hands. I like the shot play.
29 seconds to go. Alta has the ball at the 31-yard line.
But if I'm the Hawks here, I'm running like quick speed outs, something to get the ball to the edge, get out of bounds, and have a manageable third down.
Brown takes the snap. Throws to the near side. Gets the reception. A nice move. Cutting into the near side, or the far side of the field. Alta has 2 timeouts left. They will take one here. As the nice play right there by Trevin Fabrizio.
Fabrizio is a special athlete, man. So shifty, extremely quick, right? Once he makes a decision, he is getting north-south really fast. Big play here and great call by Coach Henderson, right? They run the hitch on the outside. Fabrizio decides to take it to the middle, and, you know, they have the timeouts. They kill one of them, and they've got the first down with 20 seconds to go.
20 seconds to go. We'd like to remind you that KSL Sports Rewind is brought to you by The Lift House. The Lift House and Nordica, your gateway to the Wasatch Mountains. We thank them for their sponsorship of high school football and giving us the opportunity to bring football to you guys at home.
All right, Doug, it's time for you to answer the question. What is the go-to at Carver's?
Man, it is a full rack of ribs. Just make sure that you're only going to eat half of them. And my mouth is already watering. Thanks for bringing that up, bro. Appreciate that.
You're welcome, but I'm really, really feeling the food thing right now. And it's time for grub. Carver's, we're here.
We love the glowing comments from our cameraman Doug on Carver's Steakhouse. Nice throw by Tucker Brown as he was moving through the pocket. A difficult throw to make, and that one just a little bit out of the reach of his receiver. 16 seconds to go.
Brown does a great job to avoid the pressure, get up. He just misses that ball a little high and outside. And like they say in Major League, just a bit outside. And, you know, nice thing is stops the clock for them. They got 16 seconds, and they got enough time to get in the end zone still. And they still got a timeout, 2 of them.
16 seconds to go. Tucker Brown drops the ball, and that one may be recovered by Woods Cross.
That might be Woods Cross football. It is.
It is. And talk about a disastrous play for Alta there.
Yeah, center quarterback exchange, most important part of the football play. And that ball ends up on the turf. And just a disastrous situation for the Hawks. That hurts so many ways. The Woods Cross student section that traveled the nice 45 minutes, hour down south, they're letting the Alta student section hear it.
And that, you know, that's a trip. braving I-15 rush hour.
It's awful.
Southbound, no thank you.
My wife and I do that every day. It's horrible.
Hands it off to Halsbosch. He'll take a big hit after about a 1-yard gain, and that should do it for us here at the halftime as Woods Cross running their triple option and playing their brand of football really, really well.
Triple option teams, what they do best, don't beat themselves, right? Woods Cross hasn't done that at all. They've taken advantage of penalties that Alta's given them. They've run the ball extremely well, but they've passed the ball really efficiently. When I say that, again, those penalties, those PIs, I almost called them I-15s. I-15's a penalty too. But those penalties that they're getting on the PIs, those are completed passes, right? And I would say that's been a huge part of this game is them being able to pass the ball and control that part of the game as well with Alta, and then obviously just Tapatai just running it down the middle over and over and over again.
That'll do it for us here at halftime. We'll be back after this quick break to read you about, or to give you some biographies of some of Alta's seniors.
It's time for the Alta High Senior Spotlights. We'd like to highlight Alta Senior defensive end and tight end, number 11, Cole Albrecht. His nickname is Albright. In 10 years, Cole hopes to be retired and coaching football. Some advice for his brothers he's leaving behind at Alta is to build each other up and hold your brothers to the higher standard. What Cole will miss most about Alta is all his brothers. We'd like to highlight Alta senior linebacker, number 15, Bear Turner. His nickname is Bear Bear. Bear's favorite song to work out to is Day One by Roddy Ricch. In 10 years, he hopes to be a CEO. Some advice that Bear would like to leave behind would be to work hard, play fast, and never give up. What Bear will miss most about Alta is his teammates. We'd like to highlight Alta senior kicker, number 16, Jack McAllister. His nickname is J-Mac. In 10 years, Jack hopes to be kicking some sort of ball. Advice he would leave behind is to go faster than you think. And what Jack is going to miss most about Alta is Coach Wilmore and his parking spot. We'd like to highlight Alta senior number 51, Ben Wollenberg. His nickname is Kentucky. Some advice he'd like to leave behind for his brothers on the team is be a dog. And what Ben will miss most about Alta is the friends he's made and Coach B. A big thanks to his mom and dad, brothers, and everyone who's helped him in his football journey.
Welcome back in to Alta High School as we get ready to kick off this third quarter of action, this second half. About to get underway as
Sorry,
Woods
we're
Cross
having a baby powder attack up here thanks to the Alta student section.
as a nice return right there, as this Alta special teams game has been fabulous all night. Once again, Trevin Fabrizio with the return, and this kid has been
gravy, he's electric.
absolute stud.
Give him the ball.
Get
him the ball.
We saw Braden, you know, Alta coming into this half 0-21, not what they wanted. You know, you dealt with some mistakes in the game, but we saw before that a return just like that. It set up some offensive rhythm to get going. Unfortunately, a fumble on the exchange.
Alta has to find consistency and extend some drives. Right now, it's 3 plays and out.
Quick throw from the quarterback. A nice catch. Tucker Brown to Fabrizio.
Yeah, I mean, I love this from Coach Henderson. Getting right out of the gate, go play action, drop the ball over the top to the most electric player for Alta tonight, Trevin Fabrizio. Get your best player of the football and let him get loose.
And just like that, the Hawks are 3 yards outside of the red zone.
So one of the things that is huge for this Alta offense is they can strike fast, right? Obviously, you want to extend drives, get your defense a little bit of a breathing room and or allow them to breathe. but striking fast will keep you in this game.
Quick handoff for Alta. Some room to rumble as this offense looks like a different animal.
Yeah, Cortland Cole on the counter play gets a great lead block from number 56 at Alta. As I try and pull his name up quickly here, Bridger Matthews opens up a great crease. Bear Strong leads up on the linebacker. Cortland Cole has 10, 15 yards. Oh, not 10, 15, 8 yards of space. Great run.
Second and short, 11-10 to go. Handoff once again, and that one brought down as Cole had not much room to rumble, but maybe he will get the first down.
Yeah, they run a little counter play. It looks like it was a little bit of misdirection. They brought the tight end across the formation, right, and they kicked out the backside, and then they ran underneath on the other side. It almost, actually what happens, they ran counter to the right, and then the running back bounced it back.
Brown takes the snap, hands it off once again as Cortland Cole gets about 4 or 5 yards for the Alta Hawks.
Alta's giving Woods Cross a steady dose of Cortland Cole right now. You know, the left guard pulled one of the, I don't know how to explain it other than I've been there, where you just don't know the count. They snap the ball, everybody goes but you. Well, my folks asked me one time if it was on purpose. The answer was no. Well, we gained 5 yards.
There you go. There you go. And that's when you say it was by design.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready for Bear Strong out of the backfield here.
Tucker Brown takes the snap, play action, fading to the left, throws to the top of your screen. That one, a nice gain and brought out of bounds.
And that was Bear Strong there coming out of the backfield. Right, they just wiggle him back behind. He kind of hides behind the offensive line on the left side and then sneaks out quick. They're able to get him the ball fast and get a nice little 3-4 yards there.
They'll bring up a third down, and in this type of a game, you need to see Alta get some points on the board.
Part of the reason they're putting him in the backfield is to get linebacker safety coverage, which they feel like he can beat.
Hands it off. A nice tackle right there.
Holy cow. Big number 50, Braden Haas, comes flying with that cowboy collar through the backfield, wraps up Cortland Cole, and no gain. Alta's got a big decision here, but in reality, it is one decision. And end zone or bust.
And Braden, like you said, there really isn't a decision because of the possession that Woods Cross demands throughout the game. Quick throw just outside of the outstretched hands.
Just outside Evan Morton's hands. Had a touchdown right there and just not able to bring that in. That's a heartbreaking situation for Alta. But if you're the Hawks, you got to look at the positive, right? We took the ball. We went right down the field, 45 yards, right? We can move the ball. We have to have some confidence, but the defense has to be able to get a stop here.
And things you'll see a lot of with these triple options is try and force a mistake if you're the defense. You know, their quarterback, Woods Cross, Jesse Simmons, he's making a read every down, and that gets tiring. You make him make one wrong read, get that ball on the floor, and you're right back in this game.
A big part of that, right, is doing your job. Don't do somebody else's job. You see the Alta defense there, right? They just clog up the middle. They own their gap. They own their read key, right? And they're able to get the stop there. But as soon as you start doing something that's not your job or not holding your gap, the whole thing gets blown up for you as a defense. Alta really has to get stout, hold gaps, own their read keys, and then they'll have the ability to slow this Woods Cross offense down. It's a lot easier said than done, by the way, Gavin.
8:50 to go in this third quarter. 2nd and 8. Simmons drops back. He has a man wide open. That pass complete, and one man to beat with the blocker.
That's Eli Bodell, Gavin. That's number
Bodell.
2 for him.
As Jesse Simmons, we've seen it throughout this game, as he is not afraid to throw this ball, and he can put that ball right in the bucket.
I don't think there was anybody but the coaches at Woods Cross that expected that play call right there. Nobody thought they were going to drop back on a play action and throw a shot play over the top to Eli Bodell. And you saw it because he was streaking down the middle of the field wide open, and immediately they flipped the field, and the tough field position is now scoring position.
Quick snap. Tapa Atotai gets about 3 yards on the carry, and as I'm sure the audience has heard a lot of Tapa Atotai in this offense. Fantastic runner and benefits greatly from the design of this offense. He's a stud.
He's a fantastic runner in this offense, right? He's big, he's strong, he's lanky too a little bit, like not in a negative way. He's just longer than I expected for a back in this system, and then he just runs through arm tackles consistently, and they're taking advantage. But the ball's been spread around too. Lots of guys getting in on the action.
Quick pitch look for Woods Cross. Flag flies in on the near side as Tapa Atotai gets to the near side, and that's something we didn't mention. For someone so big and strong, he does have the speed to complement it. Maybe not the fastest guy on the field, but definitely can hold his own in that department.
Still plenty of speed, right? Great running back. We're going to see some kind of penalty here. I couldn't tell if it was a block back, just kind of where it was a blindside block. I'm trying to figure out, but that's my guess right now from what I saw.
And as the officials convene, and we saw on that play, on that last option play, I know it didn't work out, but you got some penetration at the line, and you got a chance to swat that ball down off that pitch.
Yeah, you're right.
As this penalty will go against Woods Cross.
Yeah, they did get him with the blindside block, and this is tough, right? Because you'll see Woods Cross is trying to seal the edge here, right? And the hard part is, in football now, not when I played, but when football now, you're not allowed to crack back and hit somebody if they can't see you. So it's a hard thing to teach, but it's almost teaching points I've tried to use in my past experiences. You almost are like boxing a guy out, trying to gather a rebound, right? You're not going to come down and crack him, but as soon as you have it, you almost box him out, right? It allows it to not be a big contact, right? But you're able to seal the edge still.
They'll bring up 2nd and 23. And this is what you'd like to see from the Alta defense, a chance to get Woods Cross behind the sticks. Simmons takes the snap, fakes the rocket toss, rolling out, throwing deep. 50-50 ball, that one broken up nicely.
Yeah, great coverage by number 25, Riker Ellis, as that ball comes across the middle to a Marcus Steppen, and big time play there. This penalty could be absolutely crucial for Alta. Got 3rd and 15, have a chance to stop them. Be interesting to see what Woods Cross goes with here.
So it'll be 3rd and 23, 7:16 to go in this quarter. Big third down, as you mentioned.
Did I say 3rd and 15? I'll leave that to you. I can't do math, obviously.
Simmons takes the snap. Once again, fakes it. Pressure coming, takes a hit, and throws that one just a little short. As that will bring on the punting team, and Alta will get another chance to get some points on the board.
Alta does a good job there. It's obvious passing down, right? So they're able to kind of pull back on worrying about all the run option keys a little bit and understand that, hey, it's still there, but odds are they're going to go to the pass here. They drop into great coverage, get a good job here. Looks like we got Rylan Clayton back to return the kick.
7:11 to go in the third quarter. Short punt will go out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. Is not too bad of a punt. You make it so it can't be returned, even if it was very low.
Pin him inside the 20-yard line, right? Alta's had a tough time getting down the field. This is really a prove-it moment. They get a stop here. They got 7 minutes left in the third quarter. This is a must-score drive, right? And that sounds obvious, but because of the way that Woods Cross dominates the clock, you got to score here.
Withdraw 21.
Tucker Brown back out there. This offense looked great on their first possession of this second half, just unable to convert in the red zone. Tucker Brown hands it off. Once again, a nice run from Cortland Cole, as he'll get about 9 yards on that carry.
They go with the RPO look there. They have Bear Strong in the backfield. They motion him out. It makes the Woods Cross defense trigger on the outside. And then they hand it right up the middle on an inside zone to Cortland Cole. And they've opened up a lot of space in the middle for him there.
We'll bring up second and very short. And you'll often hear coaches talk about second and short being the shot play. We'll see if we'll see one here. Brown takes a snap, steps up in the pocket, a nice throw, and a big catch as he will take that one to the house. Evan Morton.
Take your bow, Gavin Atkinson, and call it over and over and over again, young man. The shot play on second and short, he sees it, he calls it like he sees it, and Evan Morton goes streaking down the middle of the field on the post play. There was not a soul in sight. There was nobody there, right? I wanted to give like a Happy Gilmore reference or something, like a tap, tap, tap it in, but honestly, it was a driving situation. They went home run ball, hole in one, top shelf. Wow.
And just like that, Alta on the board after a big stop from the defense. That will bring in Jack McAllister to kick the PAT. And the PAT is up and good. We'd like to remind you that Alta touchdowns are presented to you by Axio EV. Ready to upgrade to an electric or hybrid? Axio EV has hundreds of used EVs and hybrids in stock at fantastic prices. Axio EV in Sandy, Utah's fastest growing used EV dealer.
Big situation there for Alta. They needed points. It's obvious they needed points, had to get it. They went to one of their just absolute studs in senior Evan Morton. We haven't seen a lot of he or Bear Strong today. Not even really a whole lot of offense in general, right? Haven't been able to create what they want. Can't get the ball to Fabrizio, a few other guys, right? And then all of a sudden, with one punch, this game is a two-score game, and we're fighting here with a half quarter, 1.5 left.
McAllister will send this one out through the back of the end zone, and now you'll talk about trying to stack stops if you're Alta. You got a big one. You know, you benefited off that blindside block on that last drive. Let's see if you can get one, just, you know, a 1st and 10 type situation. And then if you're Woods Cross, you're still feeling good. You've got a 14-point lead. Your offense played dominantly possession-wise in the first half, and clock is the enemy of Alta at the moment.
Absolutely, and if you're Woods Cross, you stick to the status quo. Alta didn't beat you on that last drive. You beat yourself with a big penalty, right? You put yourself in a bad situation. Do what you do best, control the clock.
Simmons takes a snap, pitches it quickly out to his back. Once again, Halsbosch.
This one's actually going to be Bronson Martin. It was number 8.
And we'll have a flag on the far side of the field. Thank you, Braden, for that call. But a late push out of downs, I believe, is what triggered that. And the officials will have a lot to talk about here.
We're going to have an obvious conversation of what just happened on that sideline at the end of Bronson Martin's run.
.6:11 to go in the second quarter. Or forgive me, thank you, Doug. Third quarter. It's been a long day, a beautiful night here in Alta.
Couldn't have asked for anything better.
We'd like to take this chance to remind you about our sponsors, Alsco Uniforms. Under the lights and in the heart of our community, tonight's game is brought to you by Alsco Uniforms. Locally owned and operated, proudly serving our hometown for 135 years. From the first whistle The final play. We keep teams and businesses looking their best. Alsco Uniforms. It pays to keep clean.
My guess, based upon the way the officials are standing, if anything, it looks like they're going to count 15 off against Alta to start and kind of see what the situation is after the fact here.
Penalty against the Hawks. Blake hit out of bounds against the Hawks. That's 15 yards tacked onto the end of play.
It's the last thing you needed is for Alta, right? On the last drive, you benefited from their penalty. You can't give them a free 15 yards after a great run in the first place.
And Blake Burdett trying to get an explanation from the head official as I believe the official call was a late hit out of bounds that started that scuffle between both teams. And Blake Burdett will walk back to the sideline, obviously unhappy with that outcome. 6:11 to go, and as you mentioned, just a tough break for Alta, a tough mental mistake.
The thing is, though, right, like you've been in this position before. Anchor down, own your keys, know your job, do your job.
Simmons takes the snap, flips it quickly off to the option back, and he gets brought down. Bronson Martin trying to find the edge.
Bennett Coaster does a great job. Bronson Martin could not keep his feet. He had the edge. He trips himself up a little bit. Bennett Coaster just continues the pursuit, gets a great tackle. Only a gain of 1. This is a good place for Alta, right? 2nd and long is good, right? You want to get them now to that 3rd and long situation, so the playbook has to be stretched or tightened up for Woods Cross a little bit, more obvious passing.
5:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Simmons takes the snap, hands it off. I thought there was some trouble with the exchange. The helmet will fly off.
The ball is on the ground. Alta has come up with it.
And I believe the
looks
officials
like
are going to roll him down.
no fumble called.
Just from the way the Alta players had reacted immediately, it seemed like the ball was on the ground as Tapa Atoai, I believe, carried that ball in on the dive.
Yeah, that handoff, that mesh point looked funny. Something didn't look right there. But Woods Cross able to keep the ball, but we're in a more obvious passing down if you're Alta here.
3rd and 8. Simmons takes the snap, drops back, runs to the far side of your field, looking for his receiver, throws it.
What
a big catch outside on that far side of the field, brought in.
Marcus Steppen, an awesome comeback route. Jesse Simmons gets out to the outside. Steppen steps on the brakes, brings it back, and just snags that just beautifully for the first down. That's heartbreaking for Alta, right? You got him at 3rd and 8. You know it's an obvious passing down, and great play call by Woods Cross.
And a nice throw from Simmons, as he knew,
Great throw.
The passing protection wasn't going to be there. He runs to the far side of the field and throws that ball off his back foot. Handoff to the dive back will get about a yard. As Alta looking to get another stop as Viliami Tapatoai.
There's death, there's taxes, and there's Tapa Atotai. Just with the up the middle keep. Dive after dive after dive. The young man's been phenomenal today. He's got 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns. Simmons has been really impressive throwing the ball, actually. Really impressed with the way he throws the ball, which adds a really nice dynamic to this triple option attack.
Quick pitch. As a nice job playing that as Shadon Garrett had nowhere to go with that ball.
Hey, give Bennett Coaster his flowers because Woods Cross had the edge and Coaster ran right through Hallbosch and just continued to run him over, gets the holding call, then stops the runner, and then the safety's able to come down and just absolutely crush the running back.
And as you mentioned, there will be a holding call going against Woods Cross, and that will set Woods Cross back 10 yards. And these are the type of penalties you'll see in a triple option that can just kill a drive.
They're painful, right? But this offense, and what's so special about it, is they've been able to throw the ball extremely well, right? And so they aren't bound to just running the ball. They've got a quarterback who's got a great arm, right? And receivers that are really good at going up and getting the ball.
It'll be 2nd and 19 for Woods Cross. No receiver look right here, or tight receiver look right here, as he'll drop back, try and throw, and once again, he's looking for his receiver, a comeback route, trying to draw the flag, and it'll come in from the far side, much to the dismay of Alta. Marcus Steppen.
Marcus Steppen does exactly what you're supposed to here. If you're Riker Ellis, I believe it was number 25, if you're Riker Ellis, you got to play the ball. You can't run through the man. If you run through the man, it's going to be an obvious pass interference call, right? You have to get your head around and strike at the ball. You can't run through the middle of the man. Steppen does a good job at coming back for the ball, and here we are again with another 15-yard completion, quote unquote, for Woods Cross. They've done this 3-4 times now. You really got to flip the head around and make a play on the ball, not on the guy.
And as you mentioned, that will a big break right there, and a nice design play, as that won't even count as second down, as they'll get the second down at 4 instead of 2nd and 19.
Yep.
Simmons takes the snap, keeps it, and he fights through a tackle, getting the first down and about 9 yards more, or forgive me, about 5 yards more.
Yeah, Simmons does a great job there on the keeper. They've got the option running out the backside of this. Obviously they have the dive. They pull, they go with the pitch read, and he keeps the ball and essentially just, trudges through 3-4 defenders for a nice 5 yards. Simmons is a really nice player. I've been really, really impressed with his game tonight.
3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Woods Cross threatening.
You see that clock? They've chewed up 3 minutes of it already.
Simmons takes the snap, hands it off to Tapa Atotai, and Tapa Atotai loses the ball. He ran through a defender, but unable to secure the football, and a massive fumble for the Alta Hawks.
What a huge, huge play for the Hawks, right? Tapa Atotai, the tried true method, ends up fumbling the ball. The Hawks are able to hop on the ball. If you're the offense, you have to be absolutely fired up right now. Your defense is anchoring in. They're bending, not breaking in this second half. They're giving you opportunities to go score. This is where that fast offense can get really special for the Hawks.
As you mentioned, we'll see Tucker Brown once again. 2:46 to go in this third quarter, and they have plenty of time. Brown takes the snap. Steps up in the pocket, pressure coming, and he will be brought down. A nice play made by number 32, Tapa Atotai. Fumbles the ball and says, okay, coach, I'll fix my mistake, get the sack.
Yeah, great motor by Tapa Atotai to stay with it, right? He gets to his anchor point or his edge point. As the quarterback steps up, he redirects, does a great job at getting to Tucker Brown.
It'll be a 2-yard sack, 2nd and 12. Man in motion, Tucker Brown hands it off. His running back making a man miss, and I believe Lucas Pagel on the carry.
Yeah, they go with what looked like the inside zone that he pounced outside. Really quick, shifty player there out of Lucas Pagel. Now, though, we're in a 3rd and long, and that offense gets really tight. Obvious passing situation. Will be interesting to see what Coach Henderson dials up in his passing scheme.
Play action. A high catch up, and Alta wants a flag there as pass intended for Evan Morton. And that'll bring up 4th down as no flag flies in.
Yeah, Brown has Morton there, but he just misses him high. That's a tough catch to make. But in this situation, you get up there, you got to bring that one down. You're there. You're good enough. We've seen him make those plays. That's a tough one. That hurts if you're Alta.
Alta having to punt this one out of the own end zone. A high snap, and that one will just sidewind out at about the 12-yard line.
It's an interesting, really hard one there on the punt. Woods Cross was running a man off the field really late. Not sure what happened there, but that punt just ends up not getting any connection.
And you see there, the punter had to punt that one away very quickly, unable to go through his regular motions, as that one was half a second away from being blocked. So we'll set Woods Cross up in the red zone as their offense will get going at the 16-yard line. Quick pitch to, once again, Bronson Martin. He'll get about 7 yards.
Bronson Martin, we didn't call his name the whole time in the first half, and he's been really good in the second half here with a couple of really nice carries. Gets to that Alta secondary, and the safety comes up and sticks him, but not after a great 8-yard gain.
Bring up 2nd and short. 53 seconds to go in this third quarter.
This Alta student section's trying to bring life to the field for the Hawks.
Simmons gets it quick to the pitchback, and brought down is number 21, Wyatt Hunter.
Yeah, I can't tell if that was Fabrizio or McAllister in there on the tackle, but it looks like it was Fabrizio doing a great job at stopping him at the point there. But, you know, you've got Woods Cross now, 1st and 6. You know, I guess 1st and goal from the 6. There we go.
We'll see one more play in this quarter as separation of game clock and play clock is about 6 seconds. Quick handoff to Tapa Totai. I believe he'll be brought down about a yard short. And that should do it here for us in this third quarter of action. As Woods Cross up 21-7 as we enter this final quarter. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Alta High School. As we get ready to set off this fourth quarter of action, we'd like to take this chance to thank some of our corporate sponsors, starting with Carver's Steakhouse. Whether it's a quiet night for two or a gathering with friends, Carver's Steak and Seafood is the place to be. Savory prime steaks, fresh seafood, and dining experience you'll remember long after the last bite. Carver's Steak and Seafood. We'd also like to thank the Lift House. The Lift House and Nordica, your gateway to the Wasatch Mountains. And finally, Tiburon Fine Dining. For over 25 years, Tiburon Fine Dining has been one of Utah's premier restaurants. Their award-winning contemporary American cuisine in a warm and friendly setting makes for the perfect night out. Plus, in the fall, you can enjoy a stroll through their working culinary garden. Thank you, Tiburon Steakhouse, Tiburon Restaurant. Quick pitch to Bronson Martin, as that will be right along that goal line.
Doug, if you can get a number for me, but that was a great tackle by the corner out there. Absolutely. My guess, because he's been all over the field all night for Alta, but Bennett Coaster looked like he was there, number one. Absolutely just shutting it down at the 2-yard line.
It'll bring
here
up
comes the dive.
3rd and 1. And I believe the quarterback kept it and just dived right into the end zone. as Jesse Simmons gets a rushing touchdown on the day, and that's what you can do when you have an offensive line like Woods Cross has.
Well, there it is, QB follow, right? It's another staple like we talked about early in that triple option, right? It's a fake dive. Quarterback's going to follow right behind the dive man, like a fullback lead blocker for him. Great run, and it's really hard to get a stop on the 1 yard line on a triple option offense. They just have so many options. I hate myself for that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Extra point pending. Kick is up and through the middle of the uprights. That will push the score to 28-7 as Woods Cross takes a 3-touchdown lead. We'll be back after this break.
Vine is a modern American steakhouse with premium cuts of beef, sustainably farmed poultry and seafood, plus house-made desserts. There is something for everyone. Create an evening to remember at Hoof and Vine.
Welcome back into Alta High School. Woods Cross able to capitalize off of their last possession on a Jesse Simmons touchdown run. This will bring up our next chance to see Tucker Brown and his offense, see if they can't get something going as just some mistakes have been crushing.
Well, you know the benefit for Alta? They got a guy named Trevin Fabrizio back there to return kicks, and he's special.
And this kick will be returnable by Fabrizio. Takes it near side. He's got a hole and only one man to beat, and he will be tackled by the kicker. I should say a running back cornerback, Mason Allred. He does the kicking duties, but I will not put that young man in the kicker's box. So much more talented than alongside the field. Forgive me.
What are you saying
Kicking,
about? Wow,
kicking
Gavin.
is great. Moose Bingham would be at my throat. Pat McAfee,
If there's anybody
kickers.
to be afraid of and not be afraid of, Pat's to be afraid of. Moose, not to be afraid of. I got some stories about Moose though that we should tell here from our days at Alta.
11:19 to go. As a quick throw, he'll get about 7 yards as Brown finds Morton.
Yeah, Morton does a great job. Gets some possession, but get north and south. Get north and south, right? We want yards. And then as he dances, Hayden Thorne comes up and just levels him.
It'll be 2nd and 3. 10:50 to go in the fourth. Quick throw to the far side. A nice catch by Bear Strong. Bear Strong makes a move and finally pushed out of bounds.
This is why they do this out of the backfield with Strong, right? He's extremely fast, and they do a great job at just picking up all the blocks on the edge, right? And then it's almost like an outside run scheme for them, right? Instead of having to pitch, it's like their rocket toss, right? That we're seeing. It allows them to get the edge quick. Strong's in full speed, and lots of room.
1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Brown takes the snap. Pressure coming, sets up the screen. He has blockers if he can get the edge. A nice tackle right there from number 4, Marcus Steppen.
Great call by Coach Henderson, and it's set up beautifully. There's not a soul in sight. As an offensive line, you got to take pride in being able to go hunt DBs, and there wasn't that right there. Like, they had a chance for end zone. The end zone was in sight. You have to be attacking your DBs. Big fella, I've been in your place. We can't play the shifty game with him. Just go get him.
1st down from the 30-yard line. Brown takes a snap. Throwing deep, he's got Morton. That one falls through his fingers as a very difficult catch.
Just a bit outside. I mean, it's just right there. It's so close. Morton on a deep post is about as good as it gets. Now, This is just like offensive coordinator Braden from the top, which is a bad thing. Let's just be real. But I like a nice post corner here. Have a nice jab, step down, make them bite on it, and then go corner of the end zone and just toss one deep to the corner here.
2nd and 10. Tucker Brown throws backside shoulder. That one will fall incomplete as Alta may be looking for a PI of their own. They won't get it, and I believe that was pretty good coverage.
Yeah, great coverage. Really, really good coverage. It looked like it was Fabrizio going up for that ball, and it seemed like he almost brought that down. But now we're at 3rd and long. This is a tough spot.
And I believe you are in 4-down territory.
100%.
At this point in the game.
Yep. If I'm Alta, right, you don't have to get a first down here, but you do want to make it manageable, right? So whatever you're doing should be anything to get you to within about 4 yards to be able to get there.
And we'll have a timeout on the field, giving us a chance to thank some more of our corporate sponsors. We'd like to thank Hoof and Vine. Hoof and Vine is a modern American steakhouse with premium cuts of beef, sustainably farmed poultry, and seafood. Gluten-free and allergy-friendly options as well, plus house-made desserts. There is something for everyone. Located on Union Park Avenue in Sandy, it's the perfect place for any occasion. Create an evening to remember at Hoof and Vine. Visit them online at hoofandvine.com. Also, we'd like to thank Axio. Ready to upgrade to an electric or hybrid vehicle? Axio EV has hundreds of used EVs and hybrids in stock at fantastic prices. Axio EV in Sandy, Utah's fastest growing EV dealer.
Golly, we have some great food sponsors tonight, don't we?
We do. A lot of options for us and the fans back at home.
I got to ask Doug. Doug, have you had Hoof and Vine?
Not tomorrow.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Snap taken by Brown. Looking far side. Has to quickly try and get it to the crossing route and won't be able to find it. As some nice defense from Woods Cross.
A lot of frustration from this Alta offense right now. They want to get in the end zone so bad, right? And just little mishaps here and there that have really kept them out of the end zone all night. But they are explosive, and 10 yards is not a difficult matter for them.
4th and 10. Brown takes the snap, pressure coming, gets it out quickly, and not much there, but we'll see if he can make a move as Bear Strong tries to make something out of nothing, and there was nothing there. So that'll be a turnover on downs, and that will bring Woods Cross back out.
Yeah, they're hoping that getting out on the linebackers there, he'd be able to get a little bit loose, and that linebacking core for Woods Cross is stout. Great open field tackle there, by Braden Haas, the Cowboy Caller. He's been all over the field tonight for Woods Cross. And the type of offense that Woods Cross has run all night, they got a good chance to just run the clock clean out right here if Alta doesn't get the stop.
9:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Simmons with the snap, quickly pitches it out to Martin. Martin breaks a tackle and gets about 3 yards.
Lots of great effort by Martin there. Simmons took a shot on that pitch, delivers a great pitch to Martin, who then is able to slip by the would-be tackler out on the edge and then snag a little 3-4 yards.
It'll bring up 2nd and about 7. 9:10 to go in the 4th.
Alta's defense in this second half has been really good, and it should be mentioned.
Only 7 points given up. Simmons takes the snap, pitches it. Nice move, and a flag flies in as Halsbosch.
The back judge just unleashed his arm on that penalty throw. Impressive, sir, impressive. I give you your flowers. Looks like we're going to get a block in the back or a holding on the edge here. These penalties have been a big part of why Woods Cross has struggled in this second half. It's been a 1 step forward, 3 steps back situation for them on some of these drives, and it's stalled them out somewhat.
And you look at their touchdown possession. This is not to discount Woods Cross, but more as a caveat to Alta's defense. It came off of that kind of fluky punt play that, you know, you create your own luck.
Yep.
Great play by the special teams of Woods Cross, but it set them up at a fantastic situation as Simpson rolls out a nice throw. Once again on the move as he finds Tapa Atonai.
Yeah, Mason Clark does a good job just being right there immediately to get the stop on Garrett as we get to 3rd and 10. Again, though, this Woods Cross offense has the passing attack, right? They have the ability here. Alta's just got to play honest, right? Know your job, do your job.
And something to mention, 8:30 on the clock. It was stopped as he went out of bounds. Maybe big in this game. A passing attack, and he finds his man, Tavian Halbosh, in for the score. And we said it. Simmons able to convert on these 3rd and longs as Halbosh gets wide open.
I'm speechless. This might be the most impressive team I've watched all year. This Woods Cross team is disciplined. They have zero fear of any situation, and they execute phenomenally. And even when they step on their own toes, they find a way out of it. I'm really, really impressed. Great ball by Simmons to hit Halbosh streaking wide open down the middle of the field.
Extra point is up and good as Woods Cross will take a 4-touchdown lead. 8:21 to go in the quarter, in the game, I should say. We'll be back after this.
Have you ever wanted to get $2,000 more for your trade-in? Well, now you can with the power of 3. 1. Go to kbb.com or kellybluebook.com. 2. Put your VIN number and your miles in and get the value on your vehicle. And 3. Get into Generous Auto in the Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, where we're giving you $2,000 more than KBB for your trade-in. GenerousAuto.com, Sandy Southtown Auto Mall, creating smiles for miles.
Yeah.
Welcome back in to Alta High School. Woods Cross capitalizing off of a great connection from Simmons to Tayon Halsbosh, flipping the field, getting a massive score. I believe 65, 70 yards on that score. Something to mention, Woods Cross, 2 losses on the year, 1 to Rigby and the other to Davis.
Yeah, they're yet to lose in classification. They're disciplined. They have a fantastic offense, a really good defense, special team.
Fabrizio will be able to return this one. And once again, Fabrizio able to get past the 40, and he's done that all night. And we saw there Woods Cross and Mason Allred tried to counter that with a little bit of a squib kick, see if he can't field that ball cleanly. He's got soft hands, catches that football, gets upfield.
Great vision, great speed, great blocking. The one thing I'll say is, like I did watch on this last one, some of the guys from Woods Cross, as they come down, they're running down really hard, but it's kind of a little bit of reckless abandonment. It's not really, doesn't look like it was very assignment sound. If I would say there's one thing to clean up, it's been kickoff coverage for Woods Cross. Everything else has been really clean.
Alta starts this drive just outside of the 50, and they've got a man. First play of the game is a shot, or first play of the drive is a shot play as Tucker Brown finds Evan Morton, and this is the explosiveness this Alta team has showed us all year. Unfortunately, unable to clean up some of the mistakes, but you can see why they are so exciting.
Morton's got track speed, right? You've seen him get open on that post route 3 or 4 times now, right? And they just missed it a couple times. I mean, it's exceptional what he's able to do across the middle of the field.
1st and 10. Tucker Brown looking for the far side end zone. That one underthrown and will be picked off. Number 3.
Halbosh made a phenomenal play on that ball. So you could see Strong, right? They kind of looked like they were going to run him on a little slant pattern. He bends it back out. Halbosh does not fall for it 1 ounce. Those are those situations where it doesn't feel like you're reading the defense and you're just throwing to who you want to go to, right? There was 0 read in there that said throw the ball to Strong there. And those are those little mistakes, and they're actually huge mistakes at this point, right? Like, and I don't mean to be harsh, but they're big mistakes that are really back-breaking.
Woods Cross will get the ball once again, 7:46 to go. Simmons takes the snap, keeps it. He'll take a big hit. Initial contact from Bennett Coaster and Braden. I wanted to mention this after the Evan Morton play, before the great play by Tavion Halbosh, as we do have a injury down on the field. Evan Morton holds the record, the Alta school record for 100-meter dash and 200-meter dash in track. You talk about that track speed, he has school record track speed.
Yeah. I mean, I played with some fast guys too, and I know they weren't the fastest guys in the world, but Evan Morton's fast. Like, burn people fast.
We'll be back after this quick break. Coaster able to walk up and off the field under his own power. Wish him a speedy recovery.
Coaster's been all over the field for Alta tonight. Really physical player. Sticking his nose into every play, trying to make something happen for that defense.
7:33 to go in this 4th quarter. Clock is running. Simmons takes the snap, hands it off to dive back, and a nice run right there for number 44, Liam Benson.
It really doesn't matter who they give the ball to. Their offensive line is going to open up the gaps. It looks like it was Kerry Brown there on the counter or the long trap. I think it's a long trap there. Quick dive right up the middle. Brown just absolutely annihilates the edge, opens up a huge hole for Benson.
6:55.
Great play.
That'll set up 1st and 10 from the 37. Simmons takes the snap once again, hands it off to the dive back, and 3 yards, I believe, for Benson there.
I mean, one of the things I love here, right? Benson looks like Tim Riggins from Friday Night Lights out there, right? Just a big old linebacker of a back, okay? Give him the ball. He hits that wall, and then all of a sudden you see a stalemate and then just legs chugging and just pushing the pile. An absolute linebacker-esque run there from our Woods Cross Tim Riggins, Mr. Benson.
2nd and 7. As once again to Benson, and Benson, you see there driving his legs, getting 4 more yards. As Liam Benson getting some snaps after a great night from Viliami
Tapatotai.
Thank you. I've had it all night.
Yeah, it's like you haven't said it enough or something, Gavin.
I'm sure it will be said for many broadcasters to come.
And I'm sure we butchered it somewhere along the way. And we apologize, young man, but you've been freaking phenomenal out there.
It'll bring up 3rd and 3 And a nice run from Benson, one man to beat, and it's a foot race to the 20. And he'll be brought down at the 10.
What a great display of blocking from the offensive line. There was a Mack truck-sized hole. My big body could have gotten a first down on that one. Benson hits the crease and just starts chugging down the field with that fullback-esque style. And cash money, as the kids would say. And I actually don't know if they say that anymore, but wow. Great job by that Woods Cross offensive line, and great run by Benson.
Well, I can say, Braden, at some point in time the kids might have said cash money. I don't think they say it now.
Can you just let me have that? Appreciate it.
No free ones given it out here tonight. Handoff to the dive back. He'll get maybe 1 yard.
They're definitely feeding Benson right now. Had big old Kerry Brown blocking for him up on the pole there. Looked like it was kind of a counter play. Just great job by Alta's defense. Kind of get the, that's what I'm looking for, middle of the line there, the penetration to be able to stop the play behind the line.
4:15 to go in the fourth. 2nd and 9. 10 yards to go. So Woods Cross technically can get a first down here. Handoff to the dive back, and he'll be brought down at the 7.
I love watching Benson run the ball, man. It's just so fullback-esque. It's mean. It's tough. They're getting downhill. And, I mean, seriously, I feel like I'm watching Tim Riggins, man. Look at that. He's got the big double fours, big old helmet. I mean, it just everything screams Friday Night Lights, Tim Riggins. It really does.
3rd and 6. 7 to go to the end zone. 3:25 on the clock. Simmons takes the snap once again to Benson, and Benson will get a yard shy of the first down. It'll bring up a 4th down, and I believe we have seen the Liam Benson exclusive drive here.
Yeah, 2 hands on the ball, drop the pad level, and run through defenders is what Liam Benson does. That was a good run there, and I got to guess here. They're either going to Liam Benson or they're running QB follow behind Mr. Benson.
Simmons takes the snap, and once again, Benson, we'll see if he got there. There's a pile right at the first down marker.
Yeah, the official came really, it looks like they're flipping it. They're calling first down for Alta. He ran right down that line right down that first down line and marked him short.
And you got to give some kudos to Alta's defensive line and Alta's defense in whole, doing a great job holding there. This game's just about over, but still, putting your head down, doing your job, trying to build on the next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, never quit, right? Like those are those moments right there. That's an easy spot to quit. They bowed their necks, held strong, got the turnover on downs, and if anything, you're always looking to give your offense another opportunity to score. Miracles happen all the time.
So Alta will have to run their offense out of their own end zone. Quick throw on the screen as they set up that far side screen, and some speed from the receiver as he takes it near side, far side.
Looks like it's Fabrizio again, Gavin.
Or forgive me, far side, near side, and Fabrizio says there will be contact as he tries to run over the defender. And you got to give a ton of kudos to Trevin Fabrizio on how he has played in special teams and just throughout the night.
Yeah, he's been really, really explosive, and he's been the best answer outside of Evan Morton for this offense, right? He's been all over the field. Every time he touches the ball, you are gaining 5 to 10 yards.
Takes the snap. Brown trying to escape, and he'll quickly just toss that one to Coach on the sideline.
It's a smart decision. Get rid of the ball, right? You want to live for another down, right? As you pop out of the pocket there, realizes there's nothing there and just dumps it out, makes sure it's safe.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 35. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the fourth.
Looks like Fabrizio still may be off on the sideline. He is. Don't be shocked if they go to a post route from Morton.
Brown takes the snap, looking for Morton on the fade route. He catches that one, and Alta says they're not done scoring tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty immediate, right? Woods Cross was trying to show a little bit of a too-high safety look. All of a sudden, right before the snap of the ball, that safety shifted middle field, and immediately Alta decides to go straight over the top of him because there is nobody in the state of Utah that can probably stick with Evan Morton when he's on a foot race. And it's pretty easy offense when you know a guy's going to beat him one-on-one going down the sideline. Just chuck it up there.
65-yard touchdown right there for Evan Morton and Tucker Brown.
We're a 3-score game, Gavin. 2 minutes left. It's an onside kick oncoming.
Pending this extra point.
Their offense is able
is
to
up
score
and good.
really fast. I'm just saying, like,
You never let hope die. As you said before, you never quit.
what do they say in Dumb and Dumber? It's like 1 in a million, and he responds with like, so you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. So
Yeah.
you're saying
So,
there's a
Hey,
chance.
so we're saying there's a chance, okay? When you got an offense that can score off of just one quick pass play, hey, there's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
Side note, we're going to see an onside kick here. But we've seen, I want to say the USFL is doing it, but we've seen some of these spring leagues go away from the onside kick to a 4th and 12 play instead. It's a big shift in football. That's not original rules. Would you like to see that rule in more levels of football?
It's a very interesting idea because, you know, I'm also a basketball guy, and it brings it to street rules of, you know, make it, take it. So if you've got the offense to keep things going, okay. And it brings an emphasis on defense. And I would be a little worried about the injuries to the defense of possibly 3 offensive drives and being out there. It's such an interesting idea, though. The onside kick up takes a nice bounce and some great hands right there from Marcus Steppen.
Yeah,
on the
great
hand
kick
team.
by McAllister there. Just a little too far out there for his guys. They just weren't able to get to it. My traditionalist side says you don't do it. But for making games interesting at the end, oh my goodness, sign me up. I love it.
It would be so fun.
I love it. So it's definitely not traditional, but I'd be all in favor of it, I think.
I would be in favor of it in maybe the last 10 minutes of the game.
And yeah, it has to be a fourth quarter situation, but just thought it was an interesting tidbit as we were about to see an onside kick there.
2:11 to go in the fourth. As we got a new quarterback out there running the option for Woods Cross. Out there for Woods Cross is Marcus Taylor.
Alta does a great job of getting downhill there and stuffing the run up the middle. Looks like they are going to let this clock run and not use their timeouts.
1:35 on the clock. Snap taken, quarterback keeper, and he'll get about 1 yard.
What's been the most impressive part of this game for you tonight?
You know, it seems every time I watch a triple option offense, I see a turnover on the handoff exchange or the pitch. And tonight, the only turnover we've seen from Woods Cross, barring that turnover on downs on that far side of the field, was the fumble from from their dive back. And I've been very impressed with Jesse Simmons and his ability to read the triple option, because it is difficult. You know, what is so difficult about it is you cannot be wrong. If you're wrong, it's a fumble. Or if you pitch that ball behind or in front, you've got a problem. So that has really stood out to me. You see teams, Army, Georgia Tech, that still run this triple option, and Georgia Tech this year against Colorado, first game of the year, they got behind due to those turnovers, able to claw back and win that game. Very impressed with how they've done limiting turnovers.
Yeah, I think for me, it's been the passing attack. They ran the ball well, and we knew that was going to happen coming into this, right? To this point, we had seen 410 yards of passing, and they have been really impressive throwing the ball. And I love how aggressive they are attacking the ball when it's in the air. And to me, that's a well-coached football team, right? When you're a well-coached football team, you know how to take advantage of situations to make sure you get penalties, to make sure you get positive yardage, right? They took advantage of those things. Extremely well-coached football team. Should not be shocking to anybody that Brody Benson has put together a great team up here at Woods Cross. I'm going to say it right now. They are going to make a run in the playoffs. A very nice long run in the playoffs. They are well coached, they play good defense, they control the clock, and they have the ability to throw the ball. That's a very good football team, and they are going to shock some people come the playoffs.
Very exciting to see what Woods Cross does throughout the rest of their season, and possibly the postseason, as Alta will drop to 2-5, and Woods Cross will jump to 5-2. We'll be back after this quick break to provide our Tab Bank Player of the Game. Back in to Alta High School. Your final here from Alta, Woods Cross 35 and Alta 14. And Braden, as we get ready to close this game, we have the opportunity to provide honors for a player who went above and beyond for his team tonight. And who do you think did that?
So I think there's a few guys we could have fell upon, right? Phenomenal. Tapatoyai was great. But there's one guy that stood out to us all night, and it was Jesse Simmons, the quarterback at Woods Cross. Decision after decision after decision was correct. Most impressive to me was the passing game. It was dynamic. It was really, really impressive. So, Tab Bank, your player of the game, it's definitely Jesse Simmons.
100% agree with you. As no fumbled exchanges, no pitches that went awire, and he did a great job taking care of the football. And then on those 3rd and 10s, you know, we saw Alta could get Woods Cross to these, I don't want to say dead drive situations, but 3rd and 10 for a triple option offense is so difficult to convert. And they were able to pass the ball on a passing down. Alta knew the pass was coming. They were able to find the receiver. Receivers made plays. Jesse Simmons made plays.
Yeah, phenomenal night from him.
That'll do it for us here at Alta High School. We'd like to thank you for joining us from home. This is Gavin Atkinson, Braden Peterson, and of course, thanking Doug for running our camera. We wish you guys a good night.